Mansfield 103.2, the home of great music. Saturday breakfast, 9:30, in time for this.
It all comes down to this.
It's now time to catch up with our eye on the Stags, Jake Topliss.
Well, I'm very pleased to say a very good morning to Jake Topliss. Morning, Jake. How are you?
Morning, Simon. All good, mate. How are you? League football season's back up and running.
It's nearly back, isn't it? So pre-season is done and dusted. But before we start, because I was immediately going to start talking about the game tomorrow, but really we need to dive straight into the breaking news about Will Evans.
Yeah, I think it's been coming. I think we were just waiting for the announcement this week, all the Stags fans, really. Yeah, I'm a bit disheartened to see him go, if I'm honest. I think he's a great guy, absolute workhorse. I think Plymouth have got, a really hard-working, great guy under the ranks. I think a few of their fans were questioning whether he's going to be a direct replacement for their man that they lost. Talaj, I think is how I pronounce it, but their main striker's left, and I think he might be a replacement, even though they've got a significant fee for him. But, I suppose a lot of people will say that Will Evans didn't probably score enough goals, which could be argued, right? I think it was 24 in 98. I said on my reel this morning that I think we can all agree he should have at least had 30. But I think Will Evans scored a lot of important goals last season for Mansfield. I always remember the Exeter one. We lost the first two games in the league, and then he gets a last-minute winner at Exeter, which kick-starts our league campaign. I know he goes on to miss a penalty against Blackpool, doesn't he, in the next game, but we still won that game, so we were out of jail there. But then there's the goal away at Tesco, the enemy, when we hardly touched the ball that game. I won't mention the name of the team we were playing because they are the enemy. Then, of course, my personal favourite was the equaliser against Arsenal, which, he made that goal all on his own, really. He pounced on the mistake and slotted it home like a class finisher.
Yeah, and obviously, when these things happen as well, you wonder how that changes the dynamic of the team and the squad.
Absolutely. I think the biggest question is, does Will Evans want to play left wing back? And what is his role in the team this season when we've got David McGoldrick, Michael Smith, Rhys Oates, and Tyler Roberts? Where does he fit in? I suppose the answer is he'll be in and out of the team unless he plays left wing back, really. So I think the question has been answered whether he wants to play there, and I think Nigel's come out and said that maybe he wanted a fresh start after not signing a new contract, really.
Of course, and then we look forward to tomorrow's games. So the League Cup kicking off. Weather's going to be beautiful down at the One Call tomorrow, looking at the weather forecast as well. And, of course, Sheffield United probably going into the game as favourites, but they don't always enjoy a good cup run under Chris Wilder, do they?
No, I've lived in Sheffield for a long time under Chris Wilder's tenure. I know a lot of Sheffield United fans. I've never really seen him progress in a cup. I was really confident last season, the FA Cup, that we'd beat them, and we did. It was close in the end, but, we got over the line. I think a lot of us will be dreaming about last season in the League Cup. We beat the Spireites, and then we get Everton away in their new stadium. That's what dreams are made of, really. So I suppose a lot of us will be thinking about that. Can we get another good draw under us belts? But they're not a walkover, Sheffield United. I know they've got issues with the ownership at the moment, so they'll probably need that bit of cup prize money, if you know what I mean. So I'm not expecting a walkover at all tomorrow. That'll be a tough test. But, I think both of us really want to focus on the league this season. So we'll be trying to see who wants it more, really. That'll be the difference.
Yeah, and of course, you always get this at the start of the season as well. You've got new players leaving, players coming into both the clubs, and people therefore trying to prove themselves and try and establish them as a first team regular as well. But how seriously will we be taking the cup competitions this year, or is it all going to be about the league?
We all love a cup run, don't we? Especially after last season, the last 16 of the cup, getting Arsenal at home and, getting Everton away. That's a hugely successful cup season, that is. It's going to be hard to get that again, but we can all dream, can't we, So yeah, but I think, looking to get in the playoffs this season as a minimum, really, which is definitely achievable. So I'm sure Nigel and Andy will have that on their minds, definitely.
Yeah, certainly that'll be the focus and probably the success marker for the season. But, of course, we can't have this chat on a Saturday morning without me completely putting you on the spot. I'm not going to ask about the league campaign yet. We're going to dive into that next week and try and figure out where we think things will end up and then revisit, no doubt, at the end of the season. But the game for tomorrow then, of course, home advantage. How do you see this one going? What is your prediction?
We'll win. A lot of controversy over main man Gustavo Harmer at the moment, going back to Coventry. Depends who plays. I think we'll win. I think it'll be 2-1 to Mansfield.
There we go. I think we would all take that result. And Jake, I'll be obviously holding you to task this time next week when we have our catch-up to see how good your prediction was and talking all things Stags ahead of the season kick-off next week. And don't forget, Stags in action tomorrow from 4 o'clock down at the One Call.